Hi guys, Sam here with a Samurai Jack reaction video, episode 7, and we get a glimpse of Ashi kicking some ass! Sorry, I needed some action after the last episode. Well, there was action, it's just, well, I need more action! Anyway, yeah. So if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, don't forget to hit the notification bell, the campana right up there. That's bell for Spanish, to be part of my notification squad. Also, don't forget to understand my English and like and comment on this channel to help me out, because it really does help me out, guys. It really does. You know, I'm not complaining that I have 32 subscribers. Wow, I almost choked. Alright, I'm not complaining that I have less subscribers than most people. I really do appreciate all of you, and I really love you guys. If I have a third, I'm gonna give you guys a heart, but you know, just because I give you less of a heart does not mean I love you less. Anyway, yeah. No more distractions. Let's get this over with. Yeah. So we get a glimpse of Samurai Jack, which I thought personally, you know, he got his sword back and everything, and he's going off. Excuse me. But then he said about a portal and everything. And I'm just like, this is the flashback. They're gonna start us off with this flashback. I hope it turns out good. And so surprisingly it does. Samurai Jack goes up the mountain looking for the portal. He looks around, he can't see the portal. Then the goat shows him where the portal is, which is really interesting. I think those are the guardians, and they saw how good his heart was. He was such a nice person. And oh my god, like, no! Okay. So he jumps in, and Kuga rushes in to get him out. And he does, and then destroys the portal. And Samurai Jack just frustrated and everything, you know, and it's like, I thought we'd been through this already, that you, like, anger does not solve everything. Like, you fought against your anger. You fought against yourself. It did not work. Why are we doing this again? But anyway, so he gets really frustrated and mad, and he goes and attacks Aku. And Aku's just like, wait, I know better than pretty much play with you and that little toothpick. But I'm gonna give you some bread as mine for you can play with. And he transforms the three into goats, into horrible beasts and angry. And then Aku, well not Aku, the Samurai Jack goes on a rampage and kills him. Then he figures out that those things turn back to normal. And he killed the innocents. So, as a result, his sword, as soon as he let go of his sword bounces a couple of feet to the edge of the hole where the portal was. And as soon as the statue falls over and Samurai Jack is out of the way, he rushes for the sword, but it's too late. The sword falls and goes into the hole. Which I'm guessing he does go after the sword, but he couldn't find it. So now that he has that Ashi, wow, the names really do escape me. He has Ashi now. He goes into the hole, which I think they're gonna fight a horrible monster, and you know, yeah, but they don't fight a horrible monster. And, well, it's just a hole in the ground that goes, I'm guessing, through the whole tower down to the ground. And they don't find it. And then he knows. And he finds out, and then he knows and finds out that what's been gnawing him is the truth. He didn't lose the sword. The sword left him. The sword left him. Oh my gosh. Most people will not understand this, but if you watch season 1 to season 4, you get the point that the sword is actually, I want to say a living thing, but an actual goodness thing, so that the sword would never pierce something that's righteous or good. It will only smite the evil. So yeah, so he goes on a spirit. So Samurai Jack's just like, I need to go find my sword. Yeah, she's like, I'll go with you because I love you. And we already know this is going to happen because the way she acts towards Samurai Jack is just enough. I'm sorry, it really is enough that she's in love with him. I can tell that right away in an anime story when the female talks and acts a certain way, you can tell automatically that she's in love with him. But anyway, he's like, no, this is a journey, I must go alone. But wait! And he sits down and she's like, oh, it's a spiritual journey. Makes perfect sense. And she goes out, like, across the tower and sits on the other edge. Looks back, Samurai Jack is sitting there. She turns back her head. And Samurai Jack goes on a spiritual journey through a really really beautiful field of grass. Honestly, that was really, the color was beautiful. And I love it how he like they fade. He's like in back distance and he's white, and they fade him closer. That's, you get a good picture of what he looks like, and then he fades out too, like until he's like, "Hello, I'm Samurai Jack," and he goes off to this three how would you say, stones and pillars, stone pillars. There's a word for them. I forget words. Oh my god. But whatever, he steps on, there's three stones. He steps on them, gets on a raft, and the raft goes out into apparently the ocean, which I thought was just a river. But he goes off into the ocean, a spiritual ocean, which the ocean turns into clouds, which turns into a thunderstorm, and back into a really greenish yellow or orange. Meant to say orange. Meant to say ocean, not orange. And then we get a glimpse of this house and this guy, which I honestly think it's a Japanese or a Chinese god, just the way his face and his special features look like. I looked it up before I made this video, but I couldn't find it. So, yeah, so he's like, "Are you lost?" So much like, "Yes, I am lost. Come make tea for me." So, he makes tea. What are you? Alright. Speck of dirt. Anyway, so he makes tea, and Ashi get a glimpse in the horizon because she hears something, and it's a whole army ready to fight Samurai Jack. I'm just like, oh, Ashi's gotta kick some ass. And so Ashi, as it goes back and forth from Samurai Jack making tea to Ashi kicking some ass, we found out the reason why Samurai Jack has a sword. It's because of the figure that he's been like talking to, and his anger, his anguish, and all that. And once he's like, "You have blinded us," which I was confused. Who's us? It's been more like, "You have blinded me. Now I see the truth." And his eyes glow, and he goes into the avatar. He goes into the avatar state. Why is that a mouthful? Anyway, he goes into the avatar state and he blows away this evil thing, saying, "You need me." No, he doesn't. He doesn't really need you. He needs you in check, but he doesn't really need you. Yeah. Then we get a glimpse of Ashi kicking some ass, you know. Yami's halfway up the mountain. My phone is slipping. She's already off. They're already halfway up the mountain, and she's like, "Where do you think you're going?" "Oh, we're going to kill the samurai. What is it to you?" It's like she does some like ninja moves to get down from the rock that she was standing on. "I'm gonna stop you," and the guys left. And then like, "You think you can stop us and this whole army?" And she's like, "Yup." I'm just like, how are you not my daughter? Because every time my parents ask me something, I'm like, "Yup, yup, no, yup." That's my reaction to everything nowadays. You know, it's like, "You need gas money?" "Yup." "Are you 21? Yup. Yup. Yup." They should call me Mr. Yup. Yuppity yup yup. Anyway, it's just like, "We're gonna crush you to small pieces, and then we'll take those small pieces and crush them even smaller." And it's just like, I'm waiting. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's a G. Oh my gosh. Cause it's like, it kind of reminds me of when people talk so much. It's like, "I'm gonna beat you up and all this stuff," and you're just like, "Okay, I'm waiting." It reminded me of that. And I literally had to pause the video because I was laughing so hard. But so they attack, and Ashi obviously kicked their asses. Takes the leader of the whole thing and pushes the whole army out, and you hear that like pop, 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 like a freaking machine gun all the way down. Then she throws the rest of the army off the edge, and they hit the spears, and then she jumps off and starts kicking some asses. Then her arm, and then is it her left or arm? I can't remember. But one of her arms is completely covered in blood all the way up to my elbow. Like how long my arm is. It's like up to the elbow. And it's completely covered in blood. She just kicks some ass. And then afterwards, she's completely covered in blood, and she's just there, like freaking honk, like the she honk, and she's like, and then she hears something in the mountain, and she get a glimmer of somebody up there. So she like calls on the bird, which I thought the bird already left, but I guess the bird was nearby. Calls the bird, goes there because it was an arrow ready to get shot. Catches the arrow like like a badass. Then a bunch of arrows start flying. And she like grabs a stone and blocks it all. And I'm just like, yes. I thought she was gonna like catch them all or break them all with her hands, but she can dodge them too, But using a rock is a lot better. Anyway, so we get a glimpse of who it is. And I thought it was another of her sisters, like a hidden sister kind of, being like the most powerful sister of all of them. But it was actually her mother. My lady went away. It was actually her mother. I'm just like, oh dang. Oh, I was like, finally something's gonna happen to her mother, or we're never gonna see her. But oh my god, something's gonna happen. Those two are gonna fight. I can't wait. So they talk, and I seen the truth, mother. You have lied to us, and all this, and they start fighting, right? Which, by the way, when she was handing her the knife, I thought Ashi was gonna like fight with her inner evil or something. But no, she's like, no, mother, I've seen the truth. You lied to me. And she fights her mother and everything. She breaks off the horn of the goat that's been dead for years. And she, like, uses it as a knife and everything. I found that really cool. And her mother's just like, you let him kill your sisters. Or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you kill them. Our fate was sealed when you killed them. I still have a peck of dirt on my fingers. But you killed them. And blah, 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 And the mother's just like, Aku, Samurai Jack is our mortal enemy. He must die at any cost. I'm just like, wow, you'll kill your own daughters to pretty much do that? Wow, okay. That's fine too. And she's going off, and by the way, her freaking fingers kind of remind me of that one lady from, Lust of Death from Full Metal Alchemist, if you guys know what I'm talking about. How her fingers turn into sharp knives and everything. That kind of reminded me of her. But anyway, she goes off, jumps like a cat, ready to pounce on Samurai Jack. And somehow, some way, Ashi grabs an arrow, throws it at her mother, and it pierces her. Which, can you really throw an arrow like that? Like, you grab an arrow, just like that, points, just like that arrow, and you throw it. Will it actually go like that? Like, you actually pull it back and let go? If you guys know what I'm talking about, like, the same action, as you throw it, kind of it's the same reaction as you pull it back on a bow and let go. Huh. Question logic, you don't question it at all. Anyway, so she goes, she gets stabbed, and by the arrow pushes her a little bit over Samurai Jack, and falls off the edge. Which, by the way, I really was hoping to pretty much get a glimpse of her bouncing off rocks as she goes down, but I guess they don't show that. Well, Aku. Ashi falls over. Why do I keep calling her Aku? Ashi falls down over exhaustion, which does happen. Believe it or not, you can do fall over for overly overly exhaustioning yourself. Why do I keep getting mouthful over the simplest of words? Anyway, so Samurai Jack finally goes in front of the three gods of Egypt, I guess Buddha, and Viking, because that kind of looks like a Viking god. And he's like, like your father, you've been chosen to defeat the forces of evil. I like how they say evil. They don't say evil, they just say evil. Evil. They put that, like, I and L, like, they put that I and the L, like, really strongly, like, evil. And then the Buddha god is just like, I almost forgot, you are worthy. Then the eyes glow and he gets struck by beams. I guess it hurts, because, like, his father he did scream and everything. And then he goes back into the Samurai Jack that we know and love. And I was just like, it was awesome. Then he looks around. He turns around, sees a bunch of arrows and Ashi on the ground. He's like, Ashi, no! And goes to Ashi. He's like, Ashi. And he's like, Jack? He's like, yes, I'm here, Ashi. I'm here. Like those friggin' moments in anime where the guy goes to the girl, which just collapses, and is just like, is that you? It's just like, yes. Your Prince Charming is Prince Charming? Charming? Am I saying that right? Anyway, so it's just like, anyway, because I'm just like, you got a haircut and a trim. I'm digging it. And again, she repeats, what now? Aku. We go to face Aku. And that ends there. Yeah, so that's my reaction towards it. I really am enjoying each and every episode. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, I promise you. Only because it's like an old TV show of mine, and I'm not gonna get into the other episodes as much as I want to, but I can't. Stay tuned for tomorrow, which is Sunday, because today is Saturday, and watch my Steven Universe reaction. I know my Steven Universe reaction videos are kind of lame, and I'm actually behind because there's up to season 5, and I heard the news that there's going to be a season 6, but you know what? I decided to pretty much watch it from completely and start over, even though I watched the whole season right about now. Yeah, that's what happens when you, like, stay awake until, like, 2 in the morning. Don't do that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And don't forget to check me on my social media to see what the hell I'm doing in my life. So, live, laugh, and love, little monsters. I'll catch you guys later, alright? Toodles.